Good morning, you're on the Brekky Show with Scotty. It is just about to turn right now, 20 minutes away from 9 o'clock. It's great to have you back in the studio. We're going to talk how things are going with the East Kimberley All Abilities Sport and Recreation. But first question is, Nafisa, have you been playing any sport this week?
Well, I've been push biking.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And I actually push biked all the way from Lakeside to Swim Beach and back.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Using any of the new pathways?
Yes.
Enjoying them?
Actually, great. I like the one which is around the lake, which takes you right windy around the lake at the bottom and brings you back up.
Yeah, that's right. That's where I saw Jess Malboy last weekend. Did I mention that?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Great. How many people have you told that to this week?
Actually, not many, Scotty.
Me, homie Jess.
Yeah. Just I should have invited her for a coffee, but I didn't.
What about you? Have you been playing any sport?
Just kicking footy with the kids. And just
But watching any sport?
Oh yes, I saw an exciting footy match.
Oh, where?
I saw parts of it. No, sorry, on TV. I haven't caught any local footy.
All right, now look, if you're a West Coast Eagles fan, you might want to either turn the volume down for a little bit, or even
that's what we're
God
talking
forbid,
about.
turn the radio off for a couple of minutes because we're about to talk the big game that Chips is very happy. She's a proud Essendon supporter.
That's right.
And you're not the only one.
Great wins, didn't they, Scotty?
I played golf with a couple of in a golf cart yesterday.
Oh gosh, they would have been sad.
One was an Essendon supporter, and one was a West Coast Eagles supporter.
Did you sit in the middle?
And no, I did not sit in the middle. I was miles away from them, but I was waiting for one of them to go flying out the side of the golf cart as it was driving around. They were niggling each other right from the get-go. It was a great game. It was great game if you're an Essendon supporter. They played very well in that second half.
They certainly, came out on that.
So you're on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, it was great. Very exciting to watch.
Great. We'll talk football very, very shortly. But Nafisa, let's focus on the East Kimberley's All Abilities Sport and Recreation, a great concept from East Kimberley Job Pathways. You're the program coordinator. We have had you in the studio before to talk about it. How's it all going?
It's actually going really well, better than I had expected. We do have some of the sporting clubs who have come on board after the Connection Forum. We've got Netball, who has promised to have an all-abilities game in the wet season. Gymnastics has already started Fun Gym for people with special needs. And I actually went to observe that runs really well. Everyone's so happy. The kids are having a great time.
So what are they doing, Nafisa? Just like more basic
They're actually doing gymnastics.
Right.
But there is not that, overriding technique. Pressure of having to pass the levels. And it's so much more relaxed. And everybody is allowed to progress at their own abilities.
Just a bit more freeform.
It is. And the parents looked very happy. The kids looked very happy, ready to do what Lisa was asking them to do. So I think it's happening. It's wonderful.
Fantastic. Well, now, the East Kimberley All Abilities Sport and Recreation, it's connecting people with a disability to access sport and recreation activities in the East Kimberley. Now, East Kimberley Job Pathways has an exciting opportunity for people with disabilities, their families and support to enjoy community sport and recreational activities. It's a brilliant idea. This program aims to support people with a disability to access sport and recreation activities in the East Kimberley. The program will provide advocacy, link people with their choices of sport, and if required, provide equipment to enable participation. It is a fantastic concept. It's been up and running now for a couple of months, and we're talking about some of the great events that you held in April. You've continued some of those events on for a weekly activity every week, and I'm talking about every Thursday. Well, let's start with every Tuesday first. Basketball, it's got a great following here in East Kimberley and Kununurra. Every Tuesday you're doing basketball, shooting hoops, basketball skills, basketball game, 9 till 10 o'clock at the outdoor basketball courts. Great idea.
It's actually working really well. and I would request actually more people to come along. We do have, TUI has provided us the little goals to do walking football, so we do a little bit of walking football too.
Is this during the basketball?
During the basketball.
Oh, okay.
But I'm definitely looking for more people to join in.
Yeah, so basketball skills, but also football skills as well, kicking goals, football skills, walking football, 9 a.m. until 10 a.m. So what, half and half? Some people go to basketball, some people stick with football, or do you sort of like associate, keep everybody...
basketball, football, soccer.
Yeah. Basketball first and then football?
We take it as it comes.
Okay.
Sometimes we want to start with the footy, and we just stand people and do kicking the ball, just passing from one another. Then we go on to basketball. At the moment, I'm focusing on dribbling and passing. And yes, it's actually working out really well. If we can get more people, we can have a 3-on-3 team.
Yeah, great.
And a game. So, I think my participants actually do better than me.
You're learning as you go, Nafisa.
Do you like the game of AFL?
I actually mentioned last time that I only watch it in the last month.
Yeah.
When it's the finals and when you have the last 8 there.
Have you worked out on which team to follow yet, or?
No, not yet.
Go the Bombers.
But I'm normally the the Footscray one.
Oh.
I'm a Bulldogs supporter.
Yeah, Bulldogs supporter. We'll talk about them in a minute. They got beaten on the weekend by Melbourne.
That's right.
But they're second on the ladder, but we'll talk about them. They're doing pretty well this year. We'll see how they are in a few weeks' time when it's for finals.
Hey, Scotty, just while we got Nafisa, because Nafisa's always also been reaching out to other clubs just to talk to them about how they can be more inclusive. And like we said, we had the forum about 2 months ago, where we had a good number of people attend from clubs and different organisations, and so we're having another meeting, which was going to be this Wednesday, but we're going to make it for Wednesday fortnight. Okay. Just so that we've got Annie. Now, can you think of her title, Nafisa?
She's the health programmer in OVAS.
Yes, that's right. So, and she can actually really assist clubs in a whole range of ways, providing resources and assistance there that are just a bit of out of the box thinking. So we're hoping that Annie can come along and talk to, some of the people who were there before, but also, more of the clubs who weren't represented, who can just understand what's on offer. And it's just about getting everyone together and talking about what we need in the community in terms of making clubs more accessible.
Oh, Matt, it's very good, the East Kimberley community in Kununurra, with lots of cross departments all coming together and,
and working on the same page.
All on the same page, working sharing resources and making the opportunities a lot larger.
That's for sure, Scotty.
Yeah,
what were you going to say, Nafisa?
Talking of equipment, I forgot to mention that Kununurra Warriors Boxing Club.
Oh, yes.
We have funded them through this program for some equipment.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. But they are running also an All Abilities program to improve health and fitness. And Mandy is a great person to contact if you have never done boxing before or would like to try it. She's running a great program out there with the kids.
Yeah, so that's the Warriors, and they've already started travelling intrastate. They've gone down to Broome for some contesting their boxing down there. They do boxing at the Shed at the Pitcher Gardens every Tuesday and every Thursday. We've been promoting that here during Community Notice Sport, 4:30 till 5:30. They also do an advanced regulars additional 5:30 till 6:30.
Yeah.
So obviously they've got a few people that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And there's 2 hours. The great thing about down there at the Shed and the Pitcher Gardens, I've heard really good things too, is not only do they do the Tuesday and the Thursday, but the middle day, Wednesday, they do strength and conditioning.
That's right.
Which is really good for boxing, but it also crosses over into other sports. And they're starting to get a lot of other sports people along for that Wednesday.
Because it's a great cardio session.
Yeah, to be part of strength and conditioning. So it's a great idea. So it's and that happens 4:30 to 5:30. As I said, the boxing Tuesday and Thursday, strength and conditioning on Wednesday, 4:30 to 5:30, and remember that extra hour if you're an advanced regular. Happening at the Picture Gardens at the Shed.
Also,
Brilliant.
Scotty, as Nafisa said, Mandy's, been so great for the club in getting the club involved in your program, Nafisa, but also she's talking to me about just getting more of a trainer for women, a women's trainer for women. So we're seeing how we can help her do that. So more to come from that boxing club.
That's
fantastic.
right.
Yeah.
And also she is an absolute driving
amazing
force
volunteer in town
of the Kimberley Community Garden, which is just going ahead leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
And he's also one of the recipients for the Kununurra Community, the Kununurra Police Charity Golf Day that's going to be held in June, Saturday the 19th of June.
Yeah,
they're going to be raising money for the neighbourhood house, also the community garden, and also part proceeds going to WA Police
so
Legacy.
Wonderful. So
three great organisations are benefiting from the Kununurra Police Charity Golf Day, which really looking forward to. That's going to be a fantastic day. Brilliant. Now, look, and Nafisa, the other thing I wanted to remind people about is that every Thursday you're still doing the walks into Mirrabah National Park, 8:30 till 9:30. Now, you're meeting at the information board in the main car park.
That's right, yes.
You must love it in there.
It's actually really nice.
Oh, it is beautiful.
It's such an awesome place.
Yeah.
It's quite peaceful.
And it's a stone's throw, a long throw, but a stone's throw
backyard, Scotty.
from your backyard. Well, you can throw a stone from your backyard, but from the centre of town, it's just you go in there and you can be a million miles away from anywhere.
Yeah, but I have actually had some people who have come on and they've said we've never been inside.
Yeah,
It surprises
it happens.
me,
Nafisa. Locals are terrible that way, aren't we?
I don't know. It was one of the first places I went to when I first came to town. It was just brilliant. I loved it. I still love it, and go and always take the rallies and visitors in there, because it is just around the corner. And people go, I can't believe that and then when you go climbing and you actually see the town when you get to some of the ends of the climb.
Talking of climbing, I had some participants who have come in, they only wanted to do the walk, the first level walk. They said, no, we're not climbing up there. But within a week or two, they were actually leading me up that climb.
Oh,
and it's brilliant. It's brilliant to see people actually open up. Yeah. Because it's such a, there's no pressure on anybody to perform. Suddenly you have people talking and sharing. Yeah. It's actually a great program for people to come on. And it's free. Just come along.
Yep, and we do encourage you to be part of the East Kimberley All Ability Sport and Recreation Program. Every Thursday, walks in Mirrabah National Park, 8:30 to 9:30, and don't forget every Tuesday they're shooting hoops, they're playing basketball game, they're kicking goals, they're playing footy, they're walking football, and that's from 9 till 10 o'clock. And have you got any other programs, any other
can I just quickly,
days
in case
planned?
Nafisa doesn't take it over there, Nafisa, can you just, because we're always trying, myself, always trying to update club information, club contact details.
That's exactly right. That's
what you're going to talk about, Nafisa? Yes. Yeah, so Nafisa's going to tell us a bit about that we're going to do some work together.
Actually, it's very exciting that the Shire has taken on putting an events calendar. However, they are needing somebody to actually feed them information, and I have put my hand up and said, please, all the sporting clubs, give me the information and I will put it together and put it up onto the Shire's website. Scotty has just handed me a whole booklet.
Nice work, Scotty. Go, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. This will come useful, but actually having it online too.
Yeah, we'll do all that. I just handed the whole program for the Lake Kununurra Golf Club, which is to my side, so they can let you know the events coming up, which we will in a minute. We will. But yeah, that's a fantastic idea. We should encourage lots and lots of, there's lots of clubs.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nafisa working close with you, Chips.
Yeah, that's right, Scotty. And obviously people already have my details and know that I chase them for updates. So if they come through to me, I'll make sure they go through to Nafisa as well. Yeah.
That's a great idea. And when are you hoping that some the calendar of events compiled?
Actually, it is already happening. It's already up there on the Shire's events website. And as I get information, I'm just feeding it in.
Constantly updated, Scotty.
All right, and of course you know how to find the Shire's website, www.swek, that's swek.gov. www.swek.wa.gov.au.
Nice work, Scotty.
It's got to roll off the tongue, but we've got to get it in the right order. And it's a fantastic website. We do talk about it with the road condition report. Lots of information, and of course there is that calendar of events. Now it's also a good one to pass on to family, friends, loved ones, relatives, your friends interstate, overseas, who are maybe thinking of coming to the East Kimberley. Pass on that website, because there's lots of information that might help their planning for their visit.
That's right.
And correspond with some of the great events that happen around the area.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So, and at our next meeting on Wednesday the 16th, we're hoping to have someone from the Shire just, fill us in about what's going on at the Shire too. So
fantastic. What else has been happening in the world of sport?
And before you go on there, Scotty, can I just please add that if any of the sporting clubs need help with equipment to be inclusive, please contact me.
Yeah, well, that's important as well.
Talking some funding there, Nafisa.
I am actually, and just like we have helped Mandy, which is not a very big amount at all, but whatever way we can help,
go a long way.
Hey, contact me. Can I give my number out, or will you?
Absolutely, please do.
It's 0467 900 733. Give me a call and let's see how we can work together.
Now, Nafisa is the program coordinator. She's also got an email, Nafisa.Zoeb, that's Z-O-E-B. I'll spell the whole thing. Nafisa, Nafisa.Zoeb, Z-O-E-B, at ekjp.org.au. That's the email address, and that phone number again, her mobile, 0467 900 733. Get in contact with Nafisa. And of course, you've obviously got lots and lots of contacts to have all this equipment, which is specially designed for all-inclusive and disabilities, etc., etc.
That's right. And so we can make some arrangements, and there's so much scope out there.
Yeah.
The science has progressed beautifully.
Brilliant.
Just like for tennis, you can have balls with bells for people who can't see very well. Or you can have shiny balls.
Nice.
So, there's a lot of things that are small amounts, but we can change things.
Yeah. And just allow clubs to give other participants a go.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've come a long way, haven't we?
Indeed.
We've still got a long way to go.
Oh, yes.
We've come a long way.
There's work in this space. Watch out.
That's right. Thank you.
Thanks, Nafisa.
All right. What have you been? What do you know about? What do you know about tennis?
What I know about tennis, that it's not your favourite, Scotty, but we know that Ash Barty's out there now having a go.
Yeah. So Roland Garros, which is the French Open, but it's also known as Roland Garros.
Nice bit of trivia.
Is one of the big majors of the year, along with the US Open, the Australian Open, the US Open, what is it? The Australian Open, then it's the French Open, then it's Wimbledon, then it's the US Open. 4 big majors. Now, Roland Garros is happening at the moment. Have you been up to date with anything?
No, and Scotty, I believe you've got a good story to tell.
There's a controversy going on at the moment, and it'll be interesting to have your take on it. Naomi Osaka.
Yes.
Right. She's a 4-time champion. She, before the French Open, came out and said that she pledged that she would not be holding any press conferences.
Okay.
Because of her, how it affects her mental health.
Oh.
Now, she said this before she even started. She didn't do one. She's been fined, and they're threatening to disqualify her and throw her out of the tournament if she doesn't do any press conferences.
Okay, well, yeah.
Interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting, because there's always a couple of ways to look at that, Scotty.
Well, she's gone for that, so you would think that everybody would turn around and respect that.
Yes.
But
they're not.
At the same token, she's got lots and lots of fans. They want to know You know.
So perhaps, you know, she could just do a, you know, a message.
Sorry, she's firmly blaming the media for her mental health, and then, you know, that they ask stupid questions, and, you know, and
yeah, I heard something about, well, I think it was Serena Williams, about being in tears for some of the questions that have been asked to her, you know, in the lead up to someone coming in, and then wondering why she was crying. But some of the questions have been so brutal. And I guess just because they are in the limelight as, you know, an elite athlete doesn't mean that they should be treated, I don't know,
and then at the beginning, when they sign up for all this...
you think it's just part of the parcel, Scotty? Perhaps it is.
Well,
that's what it means to be an elite athlete.
It's obviously there. You're right.
You need to deal with these horrible situations or uncomfortable situations.
Hey, guys, but, you know, just being a fan, you don't need to know everybody's every personal detail, do we?
No, of course we don't. But I don't think
that's you know, when you're in front of the microphone,
that's more social
that's a personal
media,
question. I'm not going to answer that. Bang, you've dealt with that.
Yeah.
You know?
You make it sound very easy, Scotty, but I'm sure mental health...
No, at the end of the day, those elite athletes...
Absolutely, it's very, very important. And there is a huge spotlight on mental health nowadays in so many ways. And this is another...
Oh, yeah, I think there'll be a lot that will come from this, Scotty, and perhaps, you know, press conferences may have to be dealt with differently, Nafisa, because you have a fair point. It's... At the end of the day, we're all human. Doesn't matter your ranking in the world, does it? And yeah, it's probably not fair. But as you say, you don't get paid the big bucks, do you, to you know, deal with all the easy stuff? I don't know.
You can only ask questions about how they got there, the success, the secret of their success.
No one wants to know that. No, yeah, we want to know that as well.
Well, I'm not going to spend too much time thinking about it because it's tennis. However, it is one of the big sporting stories at the moment. Let's...
opens up for interesting discussion.
It does, doesn't it? Yes. And I'm sure there is many different points of view.
And look, Scotty, I'm actually meeting up with all my regional colleagues down in Perth next week. I'll be away, so that's exciting. It's all planning this time of the year, what's happening next year and what we're doing with our money and what we need to do better. So, but yes, I might ask that question for a little interesting debate, I'd say.
Should Naomi Osaka be punished for boycotting press conferences? No, she's only doing what's best for her mental health. No, her only duty is to perform on the court. Yes, she can flout rules that apply to everyone else. Oh, sorry, she can't flout rules that apply to everyone else. Yes, she has a responsibility to promote the sport. There's a bit of a cast your vote on those.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting.
Interesting. We talked a little bit about the round 11 of the AFL. Let's whip through the scores. Friday night was a clash of the top two teams. Nafisa's Western Bulldogs got beaten by Melbourne by 28 points. Well done to Melbourne. And I actually went for the Western Bulldogs. I thought that they were going to do it.
Okay.
But Melbourne obviously coming off that prickly win loss against Adelaide, they obviously had a point to prove. Now, Sunday, there were 5 matches played. The Geelong Cats, 10 points over Collingwood. Brisbane had a 64-point win over the Giants. And St Kilda, 20 points over North Melbourne, and a big win to the Suns over a hapless Hawks at the moment. Don't know what they're doing.
Not doing so well.
But a good win to the Suns. Great to see. Yes, your mob. 16 points over the West Coast Eagles.
I know, 'cause they were
at Optus. And it's been how many years? Or how many games? It's been a load of games.
I don't know, but they were 29 behind at one point.
I know, at half time. I think, anyway, and Eagles just didn't kick very much for that second half.
Didn't they open with 9? I think they had 9, the first 9, or they kicked 9 fairly quickly. Yeah. But I don't know what happened after that for the Eagles.
Maybe they thought they were home and hosed.
Maybe.
Essendon's come home a couple of times.
Surprisingly, yes. That's right. Put in
Sunday there were 3 games, and I don't think there were any surprises with those 3 games. The Crows took it to Richmond, but Richmond ended up winning by 28 points. I didn't back the Crows again.
Scotty, that's right.
Very un-Australian.
Oh, yeah, you remember this, Nafisa.
I'll put my hand up, but it's as I say, it's footy tips. You all understand. I'm sure you understand. Now,
that needs to be an open discussion too, Scotty.
The Swans, 22 points over Carlton, and Port Adelaide, 46 points over the Fremantle Dockers at Adelaide Oval. And just while we're whipping through footy codes, the Storm over the Broncos on Friday, the Cowboys beat the Warriors, Western Tigers had a win over the Dragons, Panthers beat the Bulldogs, the Rabbitohs beat the Eels, and the Roosters over the Raiders, and Sharkies over Titans, and the Knights over the Seagulls for round 12 of the NRL. I wanted to say congratulations to Jason Kokrak.
Yeah, okay, go with that.
I think that's his name, who's come over the top of Jordan Spieth to win the Charles Schwab Challenge over in Fort Worth, Texas, part of one of the PGA games. Jordan Spieth led for 3 days.
Did he?
With Kokrak nipping at his heels, and he's got him by two shots on the last day. So he's probably won $1.3 million
Did you catch any of that action,
or something.
Scotty?
I did watch a little bit, but not too much. I'm being busy.
Hey, guess what's
Scotty,
happening?
Sorry, Mariam. You forgot about soccer. Shouldn't we shed a tear for Perth Glory? They come so close and then they lose.
Nafisa, I love your style. That's the only requirement to come into the studio and talk with us. You've got to bring a little bit of sporting
sass. I'd call that.
Well, I might not
tell
be
us the story.
but I'm definitely soccer.
Yeah, good.
Definitely footy. And hey, they come so close. And then it was a draw. They played really well. There was the goal of the century, from half line.
Who hit that?
Oh God, I'm not good with names.
Oh, okay. But it was a great goal.
But then they have a draw. So, hey guys, we need to support Perth Glory and somehow maybe start praying for them.
Hey, it's
how are they going? How are they? See, that's you. You're more than welcome to come into that chair anytime you want. But you've got to bring a little bit of sport with you and bring Perth Glory.
Now, Scotty, it's 9:07. We've got the first State of Origin this Wednesday. Can you believe that's coming around?
Fantastic! Bring it on.
I know.
The Blues versus the Maroons. Go the Blues. New South Wales versus Queensland. That's fantastic. We will no doubt give that a preview on Wednesday, but talk about it next Monday.
And just quickly, the Philadelphia 76ers led the Wizards 3-0 in the first round of the basketball playoffs. And Ben Simmons, Australian basketball player, plays for the 76ers. Yeah. So that's pretty exciting.
And you got any scores for him?
No.
And I want to finish off with the May monthly mug. 18-hole stroke played at the Lake Kununurra Golf Club on the weekend. Proudly sponsored by Burnsy, Kimberley Communications for the men. And well done to Brad and Leanne Adams, some great supporters of the Lake Kununurra Golf Club, supporting the and sponsoring the ladies mug. Well done to Francis Bright.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's first time he's broken 90 at 89 off the stick and a next 67 to convincingly win the May monthly mug. So he's a mug winner.
I don't know that we've ever heard of him before, have we?
Pardon?
We haven't heard of him winning before?
Oh, yeah. Francis won a couple of...
not for a while.
Yeah, he's the 2020 Scroungers champion.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And well done to Sandy Cocaine. You've heard that name before.
Yes, many times.
She won the ladies from Rhiannon Morris, who was the runner-up. A good win to Sandy by 6 strokes. So well done to Sandy. And she's got another month... another mug to her name. Now, of course, while we're talking the Lake Kununurra Golf Club, the big weekend this weekend is the 2021 Kimberley Champion
that's
of
awesome,
Champions.
Scotty.
We've got a whole bunch of golfers coming from Broome. We've got a whole bunch of golfers coming from Derby, and it'll be a festival of golf over the weekend. 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And with a bit of luck, we'll have we'll definitely have a champion, a Kimberley champion.
Yeah.
But with a little bit of luck, it might be from Kununurra.
Fingers crossed, Scotty.
We've got some good golfers playing some good golf at the moment for Kununurra.
Yes, they should be a great contest.
There is some real champions down in Broome, and there's some real champions, in particular Shane Kenworthy from
yes,
from
of course.
Derby.
Yep.
He is a legend.
One to watch. Now, Scotty, it's also a big weekend for Kununurra Speedway.
It is. They've got their big week, their second
couple
round.
Of nights of racing happening out there.
Yeah, they got their second round. Where are we?
Yeah, but I'm sure you can find that information and put it out.
I have. It's round 2 of the Kununurra Speedway where they race for fun. They have a lot of fun doing it. 5th and 6th, so that is Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, awesome, Scotty. And also, Kununurra Squash Club have got a great number of people playing. They've got 54 players, and there are 9 grades.
Where's that? Sorry?
Kununurra Squash Club. They've got just.
They did the grading on Wednesday.
Yes, and then they had a few more spots on Saturday, and I thought Tad and I'd go down there, but I forgot about it, so we missed out. But they have still got reserve spots available if anyone is still keen to have it.
Brilliant. So their season 2, their second
players.
season.
Yeah, that's great.
54 players.
Yeah,
that's
across
fantastic.
9 grades. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Anyway, Scotty, we have gone super late.
We have. Nafisa, thanks very much for popping in.
Thank you very much for having me.
Leaving me this information. We will definitely get right behind it and let people know on a regular basis during Community Notice Board. And it's great to see you. And please come in and see us on a regular basis and make sure
Oh, yes, I will be. You don't know what you're asking for.
Make sure you bring a bit of soccer news in with you as well. We love the round ball, the beautiful game.
And
Tips,
everyone give me a call on 0448 445 348 if you need to talk sport and recreation.
And get your sporting fixtures to us, please. When you're playing, the scores. We didn't get any
So there'll be no fish and chips? No, we didn't know there was nothing from the EKFL.
Shall we do it Tuesday?
I'll be in Perth.
So no fish and chips next week?
No, Scotty. It'll be a big one on Monday.
We'll just do fish.
Yeah, you do fish. I'm sure fish is very nice alone sometimes.
All right, thanks, ladies. Great to have you in the studio. We pushed the envelope today. Record 9:12. We better go to the news. We'll go there right now.
Warringah Radio at Argyle Mine on 104.3 FM.